Hey, it's been a while. I know I just kinda fell off the face of the earth for a little bit, and that was mainly because I wanted to improve two things: my mental state, and the focus of this video, my hardware. Starting off with a little background info, I purchased the computer I've been using to game and create content on back in 2021. It was a pre-built system by ASUS that came with an, at the time, new NVIDIA RTX 3070, paired with an Intel i7-11700F and 16GB of RAM. This was fine at first, but then the cracks started to show. For starters, the case, while striking and visually nice, was absolutely awful for heat dispersion, and the power button was incredibly flimsy and actually ended up breaking. My first upgrade, which I paid a local computer guy to do because I wasn't confident enough to try doing it myself, was to transplant everything into a Fantex mid-tower case I bought off of Amazon and replace the stock CPU cooler with a 240mm all-in-one unit as a precaution in case it was still running too hot. From there, the only upgrades of note that I did were adding a second hard drive and taking out the naked, no-name 8GB sticks of RAM and replacing them with 4 16GB Corsair RGB sticks. And while these upgrades did improve things massively, I felt like I was starting to reach the limitations of my setup, which came to a head when I tried to upgrade my graphics card to an AMD RX 7900 XTX, but had trouble making it fit with both the radiator for the previously installed CPU cooler and the output shroud on the motherboard preventing it from seating in properly. Great, now what? A reasonable person would go back to the guy who bought the card from, explain the situation and try to get a refund, but I felt as though I needed to follow through on this in some way. So I did some research. Not on how to get the card to fit, but on parts for a whole new build. Keep in mind that I was, and to a lesser extent still am, very inexperienced when it comes to the hardware side of dealing with computers. I could visualize a build on paper and compare numbers between different parts, but actually putting a PC together in practice is a completely different beast. And through this entire process, I felt like a kid who just got out of high school being asked to put together a Lamborghini from scratch. Because having all of the parts, tools, and instructions to put it together doesn't make it any less stressful when you're handling very expensive hardware. So the original plan was to use the GPU I bought and bring over 3 things from my original computer: the RAM, the CPU cooler, and the storage drives. All of that in combination with the local Micro Center hosting a pre-Black Friday sale with bundles for CPUs and motherboards would set the framework for this build. I knew I wanted to go with an AMD CPU, mainly to keep things within the family, so to speak, but I also wanted a balance between performance in games and productivity software, so I went with a Ryzen 7 9700X. I then paired it to the higher tier of the 2 motherboards offered in the bundle, the Gigabyte B650 Aorus Elite AX Ice. That was a mouthful. But then came time to pick out a case to store it all in. I knew for sure that I wanted a full tower, as I didn't want to run into any issues with space like I did with my old mid-tower. I chose the Antec Flux Pro, which I took a liking to for a number of reasons, including the wood finish on the front, the 6 fans that it came with, and the novel feature of being able to mount the power supply however you want and still have it plug in from the back of the case. All of that, plus the appealing price on Newegg, after using a discount code, sold me on it. Speaking of power supplies, that leads me into that discussion. I thought about reusing the Great Wall's 750-watt unit for my pre-build, but my graphics card required using one above 800, so I ended up getting an 850-watt Corsair unit, once again at a great price after discount. So now comes time to order everything, and while I did get the latter 2 items shipped by Newegg, both very quickly and for free, which I was very happy about, I decided that I wanted to go to Micro Center in person, just in case the staff there could see if I had any faults in my plan, and to my dismay, there were 2 very large faults. The first was the RAM. With how high RAM prices are these days, I thought I was doing myself a huge favor by transferring all of it from my previous PC. Unfortunately, it's all DDR4 RAM, and both the CPU and motherboard are only compatible with DDR5 RAM, which comes with a different pin layout. Thankfully, I could bundle some RAM with my CPU and motherboard and save a considerable amount over buying it a la carte, so I opted to get 2 16GB G-Skill sticks. The other snafu came when I was discussing how I'd cool the CPU with the associate who was helping me. He warned me that I'd need to adapt my system to the AM5 socket somehow, and I wasn't completely confident that I had the hardware to do that because I threw out the box with the spare parts years ago. Thankfully though, a fan cooler was nowhere near as big of a hit as getting new RAM was. And with those 2 potential landmines defused, I checked everything out and headed back home with my parts and a boatload of confidence. The Newegg purchases would show up at my door later that night, and come the next morning, I decided to stream the building process to my friends in Discord, all done within the confines of my cramped, poorly lit room. It's 11:30, coming up on noon, and it's still this fucking dark because it's raining out. What's good, Sanic?
Yeah.
I am installing the heatsink, or at least trying to. Yeah, these spring-loaded screws are giving me trouble.
Dude, fuck those.
Yeah. You're hovering over the thing. You're hovering over the stand, so you better be fucking screwing in. I'm genuinely having a hard time here.
Yeah, shit sucks.
And this is all because I'm a fucking idiot and thought I could just, transplant my current CPU cooler into my new build. But no! The AM5 socket has to be different.
That's what I thought for my last build. Then I remember Intel has like 20 billion different sockets.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like the LGA 1200 socket fucking sucks. Or at least that's what I've been told. I should probably do this on a more steady surface. I do not see a more steady surface, at least not one that is on camera. I'm gonna move this to my desk, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it off screen. Also, if you're wondering how you're mounted so low, right now my webcam is balancing on one of the support beams on my chair. Like, hang on, I'm actually gonna take a photo just so I can show you. All right, there it is. It's in like that. There's where the camera's situated.
Nice.
And I gotta be super fucking careful with this. Oh my god, I have to move shit on my desk! Because my keyboard's so fucking big, bro! Keyboard real big, tower real big, everything real big! And I need my phone again, because... I need the light.
That's why you should invest in a flashlight.
I should, shouldn't I? Why is it going on cattywampus? Like, do I have to really press it down in order to, ever-loving... Alright, so... What's good, Flux?
Afternoon. I'm doing good. Just got lunch. How you doing?
I'm doing alright-ish. But yeah...
Anyway, how's the build going?
It is progressing, kind of. Right now I'm just trying to get the, CPU cooler on, which is giving me trouble because I have to really fucking press down in order to get the other side on. Like the one side got on fine, but now I have to get the other side on, and I'm having trouble with that.
You got a hammer?
I got a hammer, but I don't think it's gonna fucking fit in the slot.
No, that's a crowbar. That's for moving things.
I'm just gonna assume you have to put force on the top in order to get the fucking screw into the standoff.
Yeah, you gotta like apply a decent amount of force.
Firmly push it!
Yeah, in order to fucking get into the thread, which is really annoying.
Yeah. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to do it then. That is reassuring, but also horrifying. Yeah, this fucker's giving me some trouble.
Yo. 3 spokes.
No, you have to pay money for that. You have to pay me $100 a month for that.
Wait a minute. Are you not wearing any fucking socks?
No. I don't want fucking static! Please, just fucking thread in, for the love of God. That's all I want. Stay on there, you fucking cunt. You know what? Fine. We're just gonna go with the eye level. There's no way this was the problem.
Did that fix it? That fixed it, didn't it? Did it fix it, Zero? Did it fix the problem? It fixed the problem, didn't it? It fixed the problem.
It fixed the problem. It fixed the fucking... I am so fucking mad at myself. How did I not see that?
It happens to us all, man.
I'm just gonna fucking fasten this and get lunch. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube and use the fucking garbage time 30s music. Because that's what it fucking feels like. It's just a computer version of garbage time. Alright, I'm gonna go get fucking lunch. I am... Install fans on heatsink fan clips. Do I want the fan going that way? No, I want it to go in this way, so that way I want the airflow going.
You should check your airflow. Yeah, the fucking cross to the back is sending air behind it.
If I want to reverse the direction of the airflow, can I just... Is it literally just as easy as flipping them the other way?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like the way it's installed right now, the airflow is going to go this way, when I kind of want to go have it going up and out of the system.
Ideally, it should be installed like sideways.
Alright. That's the first fan in class. No, it needs to be lower. Alright. Much better. Second fan. Alright, how the fuck do I tell which one's RGB and which one's fan?
Look at the connector. The RGB header...
Is the RGB header like headers, 3 holes?
Yeah, the RGB headers are 3-pin. The fan headers are 4. Find the connection.
Hang on, I'm just gonna focus on installing the other fan before I get to wiring. You know, having all my shit on a black towel and a black yoga mat, it's not a good idea. It was not a good idea. I haven't got anything else, so this is what we're dealing with. You know, I'm gonna be real, I see no fucking reason why we need RGB and everything.
Why you need RGB? You don't.
Yeah. Exactly.
It just looks good, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I have an RGB mouse and it looks like shit. I genuinely think that RGB was like a fucking mistake. I don't know who made it a thing, and I really would like to
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him, man. Like, there's no way you can think having a fucking rainbow pattern on your shit all day isn't annoying.
RGB was an inside job.
True.
Like an industry plan to buy big lights.
These are the first two this is the first wiring I've done, and I've already made it into a fucking mess.
Well, that's normal.
Honestly, this is probably as nice as I'm gonna get the cable. I'm just gonna move on to installing the rail. Alright, so we've got G-spot.
Hey, yo.
This is gonna be interesting, trying to fit this in, like, with the cooler and shit. Is this
At
supposed
most.
to... Am I supposed to press this down? Is this even, like, the right orientation for it? You know, I probably should have installed this shit before I put the cooler on.
Make sure you put them in the right spots.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna put it in 2 and 4. Alright, I think that's seated in properly. Okay, this wasn't seated properly. Oh,
I ain't getting your ass out. Fuck you.
So, RAM done. I should probably hold on to these in case I forget what the fuck this is. Alright, so RAM's in there, CPU's in there. And the cooler's in there as well. This fucking bastard. Prepare the case and install the motherboard. Oh boy. Alright, this is gonna be fun. I can just sense this being fun. Alright, Flux, I'm taking you out of the box.
Oh. No! Let me stay in the box! No! No! No!
Alright, I have gotten Flux out of the box.
Why was that in a box again?
I have no idea. But, now your wood is on display for everybody.
Do I dare fucking say the thing I want to say?
At this point, why not?
Nah, I'm not gonna. Nah! Nah, I'm above that. Nah.
Anyways. I'm not even halfway done with this shit, am I?
You see, you could have gotten it done, like, in less than a moment's time if you went to my, link in, if you used my sponsor for,
I will fucking kill you!
I don't even remember which one it was, to be honest.
Yeah, you're a great YouTuber for getting your sponsor's name like that. Fucking amateur.
I don't remember the sponsor, but we have like a thing. We have like a link in the description you can go to.
Fucking amateur.
You go to my link in the description for a good pre-built PC. You can use code 0isgay. Anyway, have a good night, y'all, and I love men. Hey,
Despite
yo.
how massive this thing is, it will still fit in the corner where my former PC used to live. Or is currently living. Alright, so I don't... So that way I do not destroy the tempered glass. I am going to set it down on the side. Power supply installation. We'll worry about that later. Not even gonna lie, the rain kind of makes this shit therapeutic. Just the rain in the background.
Rain ambiance.
Yes. Oh, that's a fucking fan screw. Never mind. What am I doing? There's no way it just comes off that easy. It comes off that easy. Alright. Place you delicately over here. Alright. Oh, and it comes... Damn, that is quite nice. It comes with its own screw box.
Yeah, most of them do. Make sure to check every nook and cranny of the case. Remember last time me and my friend built one? We went crazy looking for screws. And they were in the hard drive enclosure in the back of the case. For some reason.
Well, I'm not going to be in the hard drive enclosure for a while, I should say. Alright, motherboard insulation. Oh, are there studs I have to fit into, or... Oh, just...
What the hell was that noise?
My phone falling over?
Watch it pops into place.
Yeah. Scared the shit out of me. I think everything is in place now. Alright, here comes the fun part! Putting the graphics card in.
That's the important part.
And pin.
I'm gonna fucking find you. Alright, so, we need to take out the chips. We might actually need to move this as well. Alright. You know what, let's just fucking test this. Okay, so I need to actually... I keep using this big screwdriver, it's not gonna fit in here, I need to use the tiny one. Is this enough clearance for the bunny? I think I need to remove the next two screws. GPU's in!
Yeah.
Alright, time for the power supply. I'm actually surprised I'm making this much progress in how long has it been? 3.5 hours since I've started recording, just under. Oh, all the fucking things are magnets! Let's go! All this shit's magnet!
Fucking magnets. How did they work?
Shut up, Juggalo.
Juggalos are awesome. What are you talking about?
They probably are.
I feel like you'd be a Juggalo in another life.
In another life, maybe.
You've got like horrorcore rapper energy.
I think now I need to get the power supply in. Alright, time to do more workspace rearrangement. Next box. The power supply! And I need my fucking scissors. Damn, this is a tough-ass plastic. And the manual of the QR code! What happened to fucking paper, man? What happened
It's cheaper to put it online.
Safety and compliance information? I am compliant with safety. You know what? I'm actually gonna use. I'm gonna use the cardboard that this power supply came with to hold my screws. Modern problems require modern solutions. What did that unscrew? Oh, this is the hard drive bay. I see. I don't give a fuck about silent operation. We going loud. All right, let's get this thing on 4 legs again. Alright, so now the question is, how the fuck am I gonna get to that bottom left with this giant hole in the left? I feel like that I should have ordered it correctly. Was it good?
It's water. Of course it is.
I was talking about the shot, but that's good to hear.
I didn't kill the guy, so 7 out of 10.
Alright, so this is like the big cable.
What are we gonna do now that we aren't getting any more new pennies? I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh shit, that's cool. It has fucking Velcro cable management things on the back here.
Yeah. Mine has that too.
Does this mean I'm gonna have S-tier cable management skills? Hell no.
No.
But yeah, like, I think I'm gonna have to cut the recording here so I can shut down that computer, take its drives out, and put in this one. So, yeah. When it came time to take the drives out of the old PC and put them into the new one, I killed the stream and shut it down for the final time. Unplugging the cables attaching the hard drives was easy enough, but getting to the NVMe SSD was a bit of an exercise because I had to remove the graphics card and unlaunch the physical drive from the adhesive foam, and that exact same thing can be said for putting it into the new PC. I also had a bit of time struggling with how to mount the hard drives to the new setup because it came with a tray that could slide on rails to fit whatever the situation asked for, and I couldn't for the life of me get it exactly how I wanted. And aside from a hiccup having to do with how old the wiring is in my house, and me forgetting to plug the CPU in, everything worked. Save for the case fans, which I ended up discovering was due to me not plugging in the SATA power for the control hub. But when I thought I was in the clear and decided to boot up Assetto Corsa, I noticed a glaring issue. My GPU fans weren't spinning at all, and I was dangerously close to overheating the card. See, the model of 7900 XTX I ended up with is special, in that its fans aren't physically connected to the graphics card, but instead held in place by magnets, and when I looked online to see what the issue was, I found out that it's apparently a somewhat common thing for these magnetic fans to fail, and there wasn't much I could do on my own to fix them. So I opened a support ticket with XFX, the manufacturer of the card, and asked them if they could send me some replacement fans. I also reached out to an aftermarket supplier of GPU fans that had a stock of them for the lower tier model, the 7800 XT, that appeared to be the same as the ones I was using, albeit with a lower current rating, so I asked them if it was safe to run those inside my higher tier card. I also looked into removing the shroud on my card and jerry-rigging my own cooling solution as a last resort, should the two plans I just mentioned not bear any fruit. I had the tools to do it, and I almost did it by complete accident when I tried to fit the card into my old PC, but thankfully I was stopped by the small but very noticeable void if removed sticker that sits above one of the screws needed to remove the backplate of the card. Fast forward to not even a few hours later, and I get the confirmation that the 95mm left and right fans of the 7800 XT model can in fact be used safely on the 7900 XTX. Soon after that, I was told by XFX that they'd send me replacement fans for free, which is a great thing to hear after spending almost $1,500 on this project. And judging by part prices and the overall state of the PC building market as of the writing of this video, it could have easily ballooned to a much higher figure had I hesitated a few days more. The fans took a bit longer than I expected to get here, in part due to how severely crippled and overloaded the US Postal Service is, but when they did finally get here, all of them roared to life so I could finally go about using the full power of this thing. On my old system, a lot of games I played tended to slow to a crawl whenever they were paired with either recording software or streaming to a Discord call, but now with a beefier build, a lot of that has been remedied. Beat Saber had a few microstutters and minor graphical oddities, but those have since either been patched out or remedied by disabling motion smoothing within Steam VR. Battlefield 6 barely held a playable frame rate on low to medium settings on my old machine, even without the addition of recording software, but now it's easily holding its own on 1080p Ultra. Oh yeah, I should also mention that my goal was to get the best performance to retain an EP, as my monitors can't display anything higher than that, but I imagine I'd get a passable, if not great experience if I played in 4K. And finally, the most relevant game to this channel that I tested, Assetto Corsa with the custom shaders patch and Pure install didn't even break a sweat, even with maxed out settings and a sizable online lobby. If you want to replicate my build for yourself, I'll have a PCPartPicker list linked in the description. Everything on there is one for one what I have, except for the CPU cooler, because for whatever reason the Kingcool Ironwind ARGB is not in their database, but odds are you can substitute a fan of your choice and accomplish a similar result. I also want to close this video out by saying that I want to try and revive this channel properly, starting with a test stream, but before I can do that, I have a couple things in real life I have to square away. The time frame for when that stream will happen looks a little something like this. As soon as I'm done creating the live action segment for this video, creating the thumbnail and uploading it to YouTube, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks visiting family for Christmas, and that involves 4 flights and 2 6-hour drives, so fun. And it gets even better because as soon as I come back from that, I have to fix the shifter on my car, which is gonna take probably another couple days. So yeah, stream's probably gonna happen well within the new year. You should also expect this stream to happen in the late evening, early morning hours of the American time zones for the following reasons. But on a more serious note, 2025 was a year for me, as it was for a lot of people. But I'm gonna try and enter this new year with a little bit more positivity, even though it seems like the world's kind of on a knife edge right now. But for the time being, I'm gonna be doing a lot of playing by ear until I can finally stabilize myself and hopefully get some structure in the form of a regular streaming and content schedule. I just ask that all of you bear with me until that time comes, and yeah. And to those of you who have stuck to the end, thanks for watching, and for the last time in the Big 25, take it easy.